And clap to the masses, guys. We are definitely back again for another one on this Mystelics React channel, guys. We are back, and of course, with that said, round of applause goes out to each and every one of you guys, the all stars out there, for tuning in to yet another Mystelics reaction video in this regard right there. And then, guys, you can pretty much tell what is going on the screen. This is an article, I think, Investment Migration Insider, the Investment Migration Knowledge Platform, and of course, this is Dominica that you've seen right there. This is Dominica. Yes, this looks as Dominica. Yeah, this is why they use Dominica thing right there. Anyways, guys, they're pretty much putting on something out there and giving a stern warning, apparently. So Dominica CIU, what is CIU? Dominica Citizenship by Investment Unit, right there. Dominica Citizenship by Investment Unit issues stern warning to agents. What are the agents doing? They're pretty much marketing visa-free EU travel as a part of the package of getting a Dominican passport, or you know, they're pretty much getting this turn for Dominican or the Caribbean islands that are pretty much selling citizenship by investment and promoting visa-free EU travel waivers. Anyways, guys, you can pretty much read right there. This article was written in January 24, 2022. Anyways, guys, written by Christian Henrik Neshim. I think that is it. All right, then. Anyways, guys, last week, just a few days after European Commission proposed to partially what? Suspend Vanuatu's visa waiver agreement with the EU. What's that? EU Schengen. What's that? Schengen area. Guys, there are people on their own, because you don't know if to pronounce it like school, or you don't know if it's Schengen. You don't know. But anyways, guys, EU area. Dominica Citizenship by Investment Unit circulated a letter amongst its CIP agents, as the citizen investment people, agents, warning them, amongst other things, not to reference actually visa-free travel to EU and the UK in their program marketing. So stop telling the people, hey, you guys can travel to European Union visa-free if you have Dominican passports and stuff. They're saying, no, stop that, man. So they give a stern warning after they suspend Vanuatu's visa waiver agreement right there. In its announcement to Vanuatu, the European Commission expressed explicitly its apprehension regarding Vanuatu's use of visa-free travel to Europe as a selling point in its marketing materials. Dominica also tends to do this. I heard them myself stating these things right there when they pushing it out. Hey, you can travel, and they showing their London stamp and all those kind of things there. That's what we saw. Anyways, guys, additionally, investor citizenship scheme operated by the Vanuatu since 2015 are commercially promoted with the express purpose of granting visa-free access to the European Union, while the visa waiver agreement is not aimed at allowing visa-required travelers to circumvent the visa requirement by acquiring Vanuatu citizenship, wrote the from the commission right there. In what appears a preventative measure on the part of Dominica's CIU, Citizenship by Investment Unit, it issued a letter to agents instructing them to refrain from potentially harmful marketing practices. The CIU said it expected agents to adhere fully to the following guidelines. It is prohibited to reference visa-free travel to specific countries, territories, and regions, including the European Union and the United Kingdom. You know, they separate, so United Kingdom, with which a Dominican passport holder may travel to without needing to first apply for a visa. So they said, no more. Stop promoting citizenship by investment, stating that you will get to travel visa-free into European countries and to the United Kingdom and all the other countries that they state you don't need visa if you have a Dominican passport. Anyways, it is prohibited to claim that an applicant may receive citizenship through the program and investment costs that are lower to prescribed minimum amount. So, you know, sometimes they tend to lower the amount for people to get it. So they say, no, you shouldn't do that. It is prohibited to display images. It is prohibited to display images of the passport of Dominica. Interesting. It is prohibited to use sale of passport or similar terminologies, including citizenship sale, buying passport, purchasing passports, paying for passports. So you can't use these terms right there. It is prohibited to promote or advertise the program by using mass text blasts, push message. You can pretty much read the whole thing right there, guys, as you can go to number of prohibitions right there. And the last one is written, it is, well, this one, it is prohibited to promote the program by falsely associating special offers or special discounts to the program. Well, you get a special, you know, kind of all they else do on Black Friday. Sometimes a item might cost $100, and when Black Friday reach, they will say it costs $150 and get a discount of $30, and you end up, boy, I get a discount of $30, when in fact it was $100. You end up paying $120. So I'm not saying that's what happened in there, but they say no special, not to advertise special discounts. No, man. It is prohibited to compare the program with similar programs through information that extends beyond perceived fact and deliberately misrepresents details of the program that are not in line with those mandated by law, the government and guidance, or the information on the website of the CBI, Citizenship by Investment Unit. So they should not do these things right there. The letter further stated that the government requested all non-compliant content be removed with immediate effect. That is immediate effect on January 24th, 2022. So that should have been gone already. It is also highlighted that it did not matter in which language offending promotional, offering promotional materials was distributed. It was, or offending promotional materials was distributed, it would not be tolerated. Transgressing agents, sub-agents, and promoters would be subjected to corrective measures. Failure to comply with the guidelines, keep in mind, guys, failure to comply with the guidelines, said the CIU, Citizenship by Investment Unit, would result in agents being prominently and permanently blacklisted on the CIU websites. So people who sell the passports and things as an investment opportunities, they need to comply with these things right there. It's rather interesting. They literally have Dominica in the suits of this, and they literally use Dominica, Rosa Dominica right there in this regard. So that is a warning going out to the Citizenship by Investment. People, stop using Dominica passports and telling them they can have free visa, free travel. Stop using that as a selling point. Stop using that as a selling point. I tell you guys, when this thing, people tend to do all kind of things. Like I said yesterday, why didn't they answer Annette Sanford when she was talking about the different things she saw happening in places on the streets in Pakistan where people have passports and things? Why didn't they answer that? Now you're seeing this kind of thing coming out from these people warning Dominica Citizenship by Investment Unit to stop their dirty ways. They issued a stern warning. This is not a warning, you know. It's a heck of a thing to have a stern warning versus a warning. And this one is a stern warning right there. Anyways, guys, there's something I want to, guys. What just happened there? Oh, okay. Anyways, guys, moving along. There's this thing that I have to make mention of right there. And I find it very interesting that they actually did this to us when we were doing the Mehul Trusky thing. The judge tried to bar us from thinking. We didn't worry much about the judge. We put out the information out there to the public who needed the information right there. But apparently, press barred from covering criminal sessions of High Court in Dominica, or Dominica's High Court. According to the article right there, guys, the press in Dominica, by the way, this is natureisle.news website right there. And of course, the press in Dominica has been told that they cannot enter to cover the criminal session of the High Court that officially opened on January 24th, the same January 24th that we've been talking about right there. The criminal session of the High Court has been closed for almost a year and opened January 24th right there. And of course, the judge pretty much stated you cannot come in and record these things right there, which is kind of silly. And there is no set of law in this regard. Anyways, guys, continue right there. There are no, like I stated right there, there are no laws in place governing such a decision except in the case of this type of nature of offenses where such matters are held in camera, meaning with the press absence. So that's pretty much understandable right there. The police and court staff informed the press who tried to gain access that we were told, that's what they're saying, we were told not to allow the press in. But there's no, that is Attorney at law and Peter Allen brought the matter to the attention of the registrar of the High Court and questioned her on what law was such a decision taken. She then informed him that she was merely carrying out instructions. But if you're carrying out instructions in this regard, shouldn't you then be abided by the law to do so? You carried instructions, but if the instruction is not based on law, you cannot carry it out. That is going against the law. Or not necessarily going against the law, but it's infringing on the rights given by law then. Because there's freedom of the press. And if freedom of the press requires these things, and based off the law, the only thing you cannot do is based off this type of offense right there, guys. You cannot be present in this regard when it comes down to this kind of nature. But all the other matters should be guided by law, true or false. Then how on earth can a judge just decide, hey, okay, no press coming inside to cover things? That is not lawful at all, and therefore should be struck out with immediate effect. Anyways, so the attorney at law brought this forth to the registrar. And of course, she's pretty much just saying that she's following, carrying out instructions. She then met two members of the press outside, including Curtis Matthew, news editor of the DBS, whatever, and said that she was sorry, but was merely carrying out instructions right there. Inquiry as to who gave these instructions were told the judge. That's what is being said. The matter was also brought to the attention of the Director of Public, BPP, Sherman Dalrymple, who said there was adequate space in the court to accommodate the press. So at least she's finally admitting that yes, there's adequate space to accompany the press in these matters. How on earth could the judge do such a thing? Anyways, Matthew also inquired from the judge about her decision, and she replied that she has to protect the court staff, and if the press was given access, she would leave the courtroom. Maybe that judge should just leave. I mean, you go in again, you put in rules in place that have nothing to do with the law. You're not there to put your rules, your own rules, my dear. You're there to carry out what the law is saying. That is the problem now with society. Especially look at what the Supreme Court did with the Biden mandate. They struck it out saying it's not constitutional. And they do not have the right to do these things. So I guess maybe they have to take the judge to court for them to struck a decision out. That is the level that we're reaching. Apparently, she doesn't know the law. Because you cannot do these things. How on earth you decided to stop the press from coming in when this press have full access to these things, this situation, to carry it out for the public to know what's going on? And I understand in the natures of this aspect right there. This one, I understand these things. Even sometimes this is because you never know, sometimes people might be innocent. And then, a few years later, they find out people are actually innocent. I know of this particular situation that took place. So in this aspect, I understand, it could also be in other cases, but this one I think is the worst of them all. Is the worst of them all, because that is very damaging on your character and so forth. If that is, if you are found to be innocent a few years later. But I mean, even the Director of Public Prosecution, Sherman Dalrymple, stated that there was adequate space in the courtroom to accommodate the press. How then can the judge do such a thing? She can just come and just say, hey, no press. You cannot do these things, my lady. Sometimes we tend to give people so much power that they feel like they can go above whatever power you give them. They feel like they can go above and beyond the power that you give them, but they're supposed to stay within the confinements of the law. There's nothing else you can do in this regard. You must stay in the confinements of the law. And the law gives the privilege to the press to do these things. Right there. Who give you the authority? The law is supposed to give you the authority to do things. True or false? Isn't the law supposed to give you the authority to do certain things? Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I could be wrong here. But the law is supposed to give the individuals that we put in certain positions the authority to do certain things. They must not then bypass their jurisdiction. The law is that jurisdiction. You'd have no authority to do this thing. No authority at all. It is as if, I don't know, some people believe that because they're in certain positions, they then are beyond the law. Nobody's above the law. No one. This is why they struck out Biden. Nonsense he put in the place. They struck it out, man. This is unconstitutional. This is not abiding by the law at all. I don't understand. I sure it's the same judge, I sure it's the same judge that tried to bar us from carrying out press duties under the Mayor Trusky vibrations. A very public matter. Very public matter. Guys, certain people need to go, man. Certain people need to go. Because if they don't go, what's going to happen? They're going to take advantage of the abilities and the prestige, so to speak, that they have. They go beyond their authority to do certain things that have nothing to do with their ability to hold in the law. I tell you, boy. Who judges the judge? That's my question. It's supposed to be the people, true or false? But then again, sometimes the people have no idea what their powers are. No idea what their strength is. Because certain people hold positions. That's one of the things with me, though, guys. I don't care who you be. You can ask them lawyers in the court and thing. I don't care who you be. We have to respect each other on par. Don't come and feel like you better than who and who better than. Nonsense, man. Just because you feel like you're making more money than certain people, you feel like you can treat them certain ways. That is not right at all. And it doesn't matter what kind of field you hold. That is a job you're doing. A job. You are not your job. Therefore, your job requires you to go by what? The law. And therefore, you should follow the law. You should obey the law. If the law is wrong, you need to change the law. You lobby with the people or whatever and see if the people say, okay, that might need to change and whatnot. Because it's the people that make the final decisions. They put people in certain positions to pretty much provide the will of the people. That is why people are in certain positions, you know, to do and provide the will of the people. The will of the people usually is reflected in law. Usually reflected in law. And therefore, if you are in accordance to the law, that should not be, the judge has no right whatsoever, no right guided by law to do these things. None whatsoever. Inquiries are made. Who gave these instructions? We were told the judge. And I sure is that judge. I sure is the same judge. And I also heard that the judge has overstayed her bounds. Overstayed her bounds. I think it's 10 years she's supposed to be there. She's there on 13 going on 14 years, I think. That is against the law too. Where are the Caribbean people? Who then guides these people into ensuring that these measures stay on par? She going on 13, going on 14. Who then guides these things and say, okay, you have done your time? Is there any Caribbean court out there that's supposed to keep countries in line with the certain constitutions and guides that are given to guide so that people do not overstep their bounds? Because apparently she's overstepping her bounds right there. That's a clear example. But you're not supposed to be doing these things. We should be guided by law. And when you're not guided by law, you expect the citizens them to be guided by law that you're not being guided by. That's how we're rolling in this day and age. The law is for the citizens. I'm not a citizen. I am the people are in charge of the citizens. So the law doesn't appeal to me. You know what, people and prime ministers and presidents go jail because they decide they had that mentality. And it's a heck of a thing that the authorities in Dominica don't seem to have some sort of obligation to that standing. Especially when it is blatantly clear it's against the law. But my lady, you're not supposed to be doing these things. You're not supposed to be doing that. Who give you the authority to do that? Who give you the authority? Nobody. The Lord will give you authority, so you just go in based of what you feel you want. Talking about what you say there. Matthew also inquired from the judge about her decision, and she replied that she has to protect the court staff. From what? The court staff from what? And if the press was given access, she would leave the courtroom. Guys, let me know your thoughts in this regard. Leave your thoughts. This is just my thoughts on the whole thing. Let me know your thoughts in this regard. Leave your thoughts in the comment box below. I find this rather interesting. And also, let me know your thoughts on this situation right there. Do you think Dominica will abide and stop promoting the CBI program as some sort of way for you to be able to have visa-free travel in the European countries and the United Kingdom? What are your thoughts, man? Leave your thoughts in the comment box below. This is pretty much all it was for this here reaction video, guys. I just thought I'd drop this out there. I got this one. This one, yeah, I got this one today. I had to do this one for a while now. But let me hear your thoughts, guys. Big up I'm John Baptist for producing this one right there. If you guys, the link of that will be in the description below, and the link of this one will also be in the description below, so you guys can definitely check it out and read it for yourself right there. So you think it's not things I make up. It's right there. Anyways, guys, I'll see you guys in the next reaction video. Give this video a thumbs up if you understand it. And of course, if you want to see more, definitely subscribe and turn on the post notifications so you can get all videos as they tend to come through. Guys, I'm going to eat my lunch right now. So I will see you guys in the next reaction video. Boom, bam.